What we really want to do is make this a place where we can post these things onto a map and just show people where other people have found these different plants, especially in public spaces. So let's go back to the designer. I did a bit of testing with this, and what I found was if I switch to another screen, the classification stops working. So it just doesn't classify anymore. I want to add a map, but I'm going to have to add it to this screen 1. So the way we do that is with the layout, and we're going to make 2 vertical arrangements, and let's make it fill parent and fill parent. I'm going to move all this stuff up into this. So make sure over here that it's going into the layout. And we will make this centered. So now everything looks okay. Let's rename this classifier arrangement. And then I'll add a second one below it. And same thing, I'm going to make it fill parent. And the way it's going to work is one will be visible and the other won't. And we'll switch depending on what we're doing. This one we'll call map arrangement. And let's add a button up here inside the first one and call this map button. Let's say view map. Just going to change the coloring. This will stretch out once I make this invisible. And what we'll do now is add a map to the bottom one. And this will also be fill parent. And we will add one more button. And let's make this centered. And the button will rename back button. And we'll say back to classifier. So what we can do is go to the blocks editor and just quickly do, if I say go to the maps button, and we'll do, that will actually be false. And then we can duplicate this and say set the map arrangement to true. And we can duplicate this whole thing and say when the back button, we can flip it. So we'll hide the map and show the classifier. Don't need this, I think, right now. And then back to the designer. When we start, this should be visible, but the map arrangement will not be visible. So you see how that fills out the whole thing. However, I do for right now, I'm going to make this one invisible just so we can work on the map. This defaults to where MIT is located in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and I want it to be based upon where I live. So let's go to the map. I do want to be able to show the zoom. So there are all these settings. So allow the user to zoom in and out. If I put this at like 9, it's going to zoom way out. And actually this is kind of where I live. And I think about 9 should be right. So I actually live over here, but I want this to stay. So number 1, the zoom level we set here. And the other thing we need to set is the center from string. This defaults to MIT. So what I'm doing is I'm just locating a place I know, which is, just about here somewhere as my center string. So I'm going to start with that. So let's put in the latitude, which is here. So one thing about this is clicking in it doesn't necessarily keep your cursor there. So that's the lat, and then the long is, and I think it's a little too far south. All right, that's pretty good, I think. That pretty much captures the most of this peninsula that I live on. You need to do it here, or you need to do it in your code. Just by moving it on the screen isn't going to set it, so you got to set it either in properties or in code. The other thing I'm looking to do for my map is to outline each of the different towns. And then if a town has a certain number of postings of these invasives, I want to highlight that. The first thing is to load something called a GeoJSON. The way you do that is over on maps, you add a feature collection, and the feature collection will be underneath the map. And then notice here it says features from GeoJSON. Now, you can usually search online for GeoJSON files. I might look for Massachusetts. You've basically got a bunch of different options, usually government sites. I ended up finding this one that was, I thought, a good outline. This person actually outlined the entire state of Massachusetts. I only want this. Shout out to Carson Elm Picard for generating this for me. I took his GeoJSON, and let me see if I can show you what it looks like. So the GeoJSON looks like this. So it's a huge JSON file, and it's got every single point. So, you know, to make an outline, every single point around each particular town. So this entire file was 13 megabytes big. And number one, I think it's 10 megabytes that the limit is on App Inventor for assets for a project. So I didn't want to go over that, and I didn't need all of this. So what I ended up doing was meticulously going through and searching for the county, which is Barnstable. I knew that they had the counties listed, and yeah, so I basically found all the cities in the Barnstable County, and I erased or deleted everything else from my file. That took a while. But I ended up with this Barnstable, basically just the towns that I needed. Within App Inventor, I can upload a file, and let me show the files. It was this one, Barnstable 2 was my final. Source is Barnstable 2. There we go. And although this doesn't look any different, if I now, each of these is a town, and I could do this, you know, so if I do this in yellow, it will outline a particular town. I'm going to do this programmatically so that we can see each of the towns. So let's go here and say when I initialize the screen, I can grab a for loop, and the list will be my features collection features. So it's a list of all these polygons. And I can say for each item, let's call this a polygon in the list. And then because each of these is a separate variable, I'm going to use this any component and say any polygon. So I want to say set the fill color of component polygon. So I'm looping through the list, so it will go one by one of the polygons. And I want to set it to a light color. I'm going to make a color. I'm just going to, let me just go to, you know, you can generate colors online. There's all sorts. So HTML color codes. And I'm going to make mine a green, but I want it kind of a pale green. That's a good one. So 219, 239, 212. Okay, and that would fill all of my towns with this light green, and then I want to outline them. So let me duplicate this and say set the stroke color, which will be the outline. And in this, I'll make it a darker green. So let's go back here and go, yeah. So let's do 54, 127, 27. So that should give us that information. The other thing is I want to name each of the towns. So I know the town, so I'm going to do this one by one. Polygon 1 is, I want to make the title Born. So this is just informative for the user. You know, if you're going to do this for a particular area near you, you can change the title. So I'm just going to do this and then we'll have those set up. And then one more thing. Let's duplicate this, and there should be enable info box. So I want to, that's not a color, let's set that to true. We want them to be able to, the user to be able to click on the town, which is a polygon, and get some information on the town and the number of invasives within the town. So let's connect to the companion, scan the QR code. Because I had the map arrangement visible, that's why it's showing up. So you can see what that does. I can figure out where each of my towns is. But again, remember that we are going to make this one visible in the map invisible. But we could, we can test our view map. We'll show it back to classifier. Okay, view map and back to classifier. So we haven't classified anything, that's why we're not getting the video.